Hello and welcome to our chapter on performance management and responsibility accounting. Today we're going to talk about the three different, call them organizational structures, and what they're responsible for. So the first is the cost center. A cost center is usually a department or an area within a company, and they're only responsible for costs because they don't generate revenue. So think of like an accounting department, right? The people who are doing the accounting, they're not generating any revenue, but they have costs. They have people, they're using some building space, they, have to buy calculators. Or an IT department, right? They're not generating revenue, but they're helping fix computers and doing things for the good of the whole company. In a cost center, management is only responsible for controlling costs. Second, we have a profit center. And this is probably the most common one we would see. In a profit center, we have revenue and expenses, and the manager is responsible for both. So an example might be a shoe store, right? We're responsible not only for how many shoes we sell, but the cost of the shoes, the cost of the employees working, the cost of the cleaning company. We're responsible for all of that. A movie theater, right? They make revenue by showing movies, people buy tickets, but they have people who employ there. If you go to Studio Movie Grill, you have not only the ushers and the ticket sellers and the ticket takers, but you have the people who bring you the food, the cooks, all of those things. That would be a profit center. Finally, would be an investment center. In an investment center, the manager is responsible for not only the revenue and the expenses, making sure you're making enough money to cover all your expenses, but also for actually recouping a certain level of return on the investment. So if you imagine if we built a new manufacturing plant, we might not only want to be manufacturing and selling enough goods to cover our expenses, but we want a certain return on that investment. Another thing would be like an oil rig, very expensive to build, so you want to make sure that you're getting enough oil out of there and controlling expenses so that you're making enough you're recouping the cost of your investment. The idea behind an investment center is that you only have a certain amount of money. And if we didn't build the manufacturing plant, we might have invested it, we might have built a different manufacturing plant, we might have done something else with the money. So we set targets for understanding how much of a return we want to make on that investment. And we're going to talk about that in the next class. This class we're going to be talking mostly about cost centers and profit centers.